Hey, what is up heroes and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Go. Today is the final episode until Generation 2 releases. We have a lot to do. Gonna get to level 26, gonna evolve a lot of Pokemon. So first things first is we're gonna pop this double XP egg so we can get as much XP as possible because we're gonna add so many new Pokemon to the Pokedex. Gonna get about 11 new Pokemon, which is great. So should mention as well, Charmander is our buddy Pokemon. Gonna work towards getting that Charizard. During the Halloween event I had a Geodude and I walked about 40 kilometers and I got Geodude from like 10 candy to over 100 to get a Golem, so we're going to get a Golem this episode, which is great. But let's first evolve our Charmander, and you're probably thinking, we're going to evolve this Charmander right here, level CP 533, and it's a pretty decent IV Charmander, but we're not. We're going to evolve this one here, our CP 105 Charmander. Why? This is because this is the first ever Pokemon I caught on Pokemon Go, and I'm loyal to my starter Pokemon, so let's evolve this Charmander, which is pretty decent IVs, not the best CP though, which is not a big problem for me, so let's evolve this Charmander. Look at our Charmeleon looking pretty good. Now I wonder what CP is going to be like. And this is our first Charmeleon, going to add that to the Pokedex. That Charizard we have seen, but we do not own. So 174 CP, still not the best CP, but this is our first ever Pokemon. We caught this on July 6th, so had it for quite some time. So our next Pokemon we're going to evolve is our Wartortle. The double XP candy, I got so much candy. However, we got this Squirtle, which is really decent, 603 CP. I'm going to evolve this Squirtle first, and if there's a better Wartortle than this one, then we're going to evolve the new one. So let's first evolve this Squirtle and see what it turns out to be. So there's our Wartortle, hoping for like over 900 CP Wartortle, that'll be absolutely perfect. And it's 975, that is incredible, wow. So I'm so glad I evolved that Squirtle first. So let's now evolve this Wartortle and get our first ever Blastoise. I wonder what CP is going to be like. And also we can power it up a little bit because we're going to have a little bit of candy left over. So 100 candies. Let's evolve this Wartortle. There's our nice big and powerful Blastoise, looking so good. Only took me what? 5 months? 4 months to get a final evolution of a starter Pokemon. 1603 CP Blastoise. Not bad. It's got Water Gun and Ice Beam. Pretty happy with that, to be honest. Gonna power it up a little bit because I think it's a pretty decent Blastoise. So we can power up 2 more times, which will make its total CP into the 1700, which is pretty nice. 1704. Liking that. Let's favorite that. Okay, so the next Pokemon we can evolve, you'll see a lot of duplicates which I haven't transferred yet. It's because with this double XP egg, I'm going to, after we finish this episode, use the rest of the time to evolve as many Pokemon as possible to get a lot of XP. See a lot of Pidgeys and stuff, a lot of Rattatas. Let's see if I can find this Pokemon. Our next one is going to be this Nidorina. Not the best CP, but we've got 170 candy, which is absolutely insane. Potentially evolve this Nidoran here and see if it's a higher CP than a Nidorina, and then maybe get a better Nidoqueen. So let's see what CP this is going to turn out to be. So we're looking for anything over 750, I think it was. 763, is that better than our other one? It isn't. So we're going to evolve this 772 and get our first ever Nidoqueen. So there's our Nidoqueen. We can potentially power this up a lot as well. Got a lot of leftover candy. Add that to Pokedex. I wonder what's better, my Nidoqueen or Nidoking? Looking at it, I'm probably going to say my Nidoqueen. Yeah, much better than my Nidoking. That's pretty cool. So going for the Pokedex, we've got this Vulpix, which I really want to evolve. Hopefully get a Ninetales soon if I can get lucky enough to hatch another Vulpix egg, which just never seems to happen. Oh, I forgot to say off screen I evolved my Growlithe. Got a bit impatient, I really want an Arcanine, and there's my Arcanine looking so good, such a powerful Arcanine. Love it. But next we're going to evolve our Mankey. Got just enough candy to get a Primeape, so let's do that. Primeape looking so cool. I actually wanted Primeape from like the start of Pokemon Go, but it was just so hard to find Mankeys. I don't know, I really like Primeape. I think it's such a cool Pokemon. 1059 CP, not bad. So our next Pokemon we're going to evolve is Kadabra. I have enough candy to get a Alakazam. And the problem is I could potentially wait a little bit to power up this better Abra here, which is almost as much CP as my Kadabra. We're not that far off. However, I don't know, I kind of want to get an Alakazam now, because all the Alakazams I've seen aren't the best CP, so it doesn't really matter what kind of Alakazam I get right now. So I'm going to evolve this terrible Kadabra just to add Alakazam to the Pokedex. So let's go. Funny story, it's taken me so long to get an Alakazam. My girlfriend caught an Alakazam in like the first week or so of this game coming out, just a random Alakazam spawns for her and not me, and I didn't get it, which really sucked, but I finally got an Alakazam now, so not too bad. But the CP is going to be absolutely terrible. That's a Pokedex, and it's 669 CP Alakazam with Confusion and Shadow Ball. Pretty terrible, pretty terrible. Now, I was going to evolve a Machop, but with Pokemon Go Plus, I found a Machoke, which was great. So 40 more candy, we can get a Machamp. Although, I don't know, I kind of want to wait because this Machop is like almost double the Machoke CP, which is just awful. Just awful. But we got a Graveler now. We're going to evolve this into our Golem. So let's evolve this, and hopefully the CP will be pretty high. Hoping for like a 1,300 CP. Seems a bit too high because it's 750, but we'll see. Let's go. There's our Golem looking so good. I really like Golem as a Pokemon. I just never use it because it's just so hard to get. Like, Pokemon that need to evolve by trading, they're just awful Pokemon. They really are. But 1,250 CP Golem, not bad actually. Pretty decent with Rock Throw and Earthquake. And Earthquake's a really decent move in battles. I always find myself like losing to Pokemon with Earthquake, which really sucks. But our next Pokemon we're going to evolve is Doduo. Finally got a Dotrio. Got enough candy for this now, which is great. Not a bad CP one, 479. I mean, you can obviously find better ones, but I mean, out of all the eggs I've hatched, this is definitely the best one. So let's evolve this and get our Dotrio. There's our Dotrio, add that to Pokedex. I love Dotrio's heads. One of them just looks so, like, you know, miserable all the time. Got Steel Wing and Aerial Ace. 1036, okay, pretty good. Grimer. Grimer is a Pokemon that I've literally hatched one Grimer egg, and I've caught one Grimer. That's all I've had since Pokemon Go released, and this Grimer I got the 22nd of July, so I've had this for quite some time. It's not a bad Grimer either, 725. If you think I got that back in July, so I would have been under level 20 back then from an egg, so I think that's pretty decent. Really decent, but hopefully we can get a few Grimers later on. So scrolling down, our next Pokemon is going to be a Rhyhorn. 91 candy for this now. Got 673 CP Rhyhorn. Let's get this Rhydon. Funny thing is, I do not want to evolve my Rhydon into a Rhyperior like when Gen 4 comes out, because I think Rhyperior just looks terrible compared to Rhydon. Rhydon looks like a pretty cool Pokemon and just gets ruined by its evolution. Like, Rhydon would have been fine just to keep it how it is. Add that bad boy to the Pokedex, and what's the CP going to be like? 1,278, not bad, and we have 42 candy to power up as well. Rock Smash and Earthquake, that is actually a pretty decent Rhydon, like that. Now we have one more Pokemon to evolve. If we scroll down, we've got all these EVs, which are... There's better EVs out there, but I've got 380 EV candy. The amount of 10k eggs I hatched is ridiculous. With the double XP candy, I hatched like 4 EVs, which was just so bad. So bad. I was really hoping for a Dratini. We're just over halfway to a Dragonite though. Hopefully we'll get that one day. I think after I get Charizard, Dratini's going to be my my buddy Pokemon. But I put Kabuto as my buddy Pokemon for a little bit so we can get Kabutops. We can finally get this bad boy, and this is the last Pokemon to evolve. Let's evolve it. Kabutops is such an awesome looking Pokemon. Looks so like deadly with them like giant like claws. Or blades for hands, I guess. 1194 CP with Mudshot and Ancient Power. Not bad. Not bad at all. Right, so if we go back to the main menu, we should be level 26. There we go. Level 26, what do we get? 10 Ultra Balls, 15 Max Potions, 10 Revives, and a lot of berries. Probably have like over, yeah, got 529 items now. That really pushed me over the limit. Whew, okay, need to delete some stuff a bit later on. But looking at the Pokedex, we now have 134 Pokemon seen and 134 caught and 138 seen. That Venusaur, we're about halfway to a Venusaur. Really far away from a Charizard, but we'll get there eventually. Nowhere near a Ninetales. I actually have not seen a single person have a Ninetales where I live. Seen one person with a Machamp. Cannot wait to get that. I think Farfetch is before Doduo. And I've not seen a single person with Farfetch. Obviously Muck. Got a long way to go. Chansey, nowhere near getting Chansey because 10k eggs just seem to be full of EVs and Jinxes. But luckily, EVs are going down to 5k. I don't know if that's happened or not because I recently hatched one the other day after the daily bonus update and I got an EV, which really sucked, but that was an old egg before the update, so I'm hoping maybe now the next 10k egg won't be. And obviously there's a lot of Pokemon like the free birds we can't get, and Dragonite we'll get eventually. Then looking at the medals, bless you, we have a lot of silvers, a lot of golds. Got a long way to go though. Still gonna be playing Pokemon Go with using Pokemon Go Plus and hatching my eggs and stuff, which right now we have nothing on the go. Got no money for incubators right now, but when I get paid I'll probably get a few more. But that's going to be it until Generation 2 comes, because I'm pretty sure that's going to be really soon because it was in the data mine. In case you didn't know, with a new update, some people data mined the game and like Generation 2 is in the code, so hopefully within the next couple of months, I'm hoping before 2017, we might see Generation 2 come, but I feel like starting next year, maybe January, we'll get Generation 2. This is going to be the last episode though for Pokemon Go for a while because there's just nothing else we can really do. I mean, apart from hatch a few eggs and evolve Pokemon, but it's going to take a long time to evolve what we got. Like, got Body Pokemon for Charmeleon, that's going to be, what, 93 more candy with 3 kilometers per candy. That is a long way to go. And obviously we've got Venusaur, got 50 more candy to go for that. As well as Dratini, which is 5k per Buddy Pokemon, and we've got halfway to go for that. So we've got a long way to go. But I'm going to stop right here. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoy it, and I will see you guys when Generation 2 gets released. Peace.